What's going on, Maniacs? Welcome back to another Maniacs React. We're Maniacs Garage.
And we're reacting.
And we're reacting some really cool cars today, so hope you guys hang through to the end. So let's have fun, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, how's your week been, dude?
Dude, it's been a good week, but after that sick weekend last weekend, surrounded by Coleman lanterns and buses and
VW buses
and Havasu, I mean, it was kind of hard to get in gear and
that sounds kind of ominous with the Coleman lanterns and VW buses. What are you talking about?
I never saw so many Coleman lanterns.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, or buses by the bridge in like Havasu, Arizona.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I was actually with him. So
Yeah.
we had a really good weekend at my buddy's place, and we went out to check out the buses by the bridge. It's an annual event over there by London Bridge and Lake Havasu. There's supposedly like over 600 buses.
At this one, it was good. The weather was good, so there was a lot of buses out there.
We posted some of them on the Instagram
and Facebook. Yeah,
and we got some fun comments on them, I'm sure.
Yeah,
there were some really cool buses.
There was.
Yeah, and funny enough, the lanterns that he's bringing up, there's like a whole subculture apparently within that whole hippie Volkswagen bus thing is the Coleman lanterns. Who knew?
And they're everywhere. I mean, parts, pieces. I mean, some people had collections of 20 to 30 with every Coleman fuel container.
Yeah, it was a very flammable event, that's for sure.
Yeah, especially
the buses smelled like gasoline,
and
some other product that's organic.
Yeah,
smokable.
It was like
it was crazy.
Yeah, it smelled a little bit like campfire, patchouli, and a little bit of green.
Yeah. But it was a fun event. We just popped in to check it out. Yeah, our purpose there was actually to go hang out with our buddy Robert. It's his birthday, and happy belated birthday, Robert. We took the Razor out there, and we took a couple of Razors out, and we went pretty hard out there with the Razor. That's the UTVs, the side by sides, right? Yeah, we tore it up.
It was good.
We had a flat each. Each of us had a flat.
Yeah, I was navigator.
Yeah. How was that?
It was well.
Yeah,
I like being the driver much better.
Yeah. We had some pretty high speed runs, and God was protecting.
Yeah,
there was some times when there was some divine intervention.
Yeah, we're at high speed runs, and all we wanted was a little more power, a little more suspension, and a little bigger tires.
That's right. And that's right. And hey, dude, speaking of Razors and stuff. So our Volvo project that we have out there, and one day we're going to start on it and do something. So we're looking for a Polaris Razor to put it on. It's going to be Razor-rected. That's the name of the car. So it's resurrected.
Another swap.
It's another swap. It's a body swap. It's going to go on. It's a 59 Volvo. It's going to go on a Razor. And you don't even know this, but I was on Copart today.
Oh, I do know this.
You do know this.
I do know this.
So I was on Copart today. And I did participate in an auction, and I did win the auction, but they have to approve it because it didn't meet the reserve. So I had a reserve, which of course they don't tell you what that is, so you don't know it up ahead, right?
Of course not.
And so I won the bid at $6,600 for a 2021 Razor 1000 Turbo S. Now it's a little beat.
Right.
It's missing some parts that are pretty critical.
Yeah, I mean, for those of you who don't know Copart, it's an auction of wrecked machines.
Mostly. They do have some others, but mostly is, salvage type stuff. So 2,300 miles on it, though. It's pretty stock from what I can tell. It's in Phoenix, so it'd be an easy pickup.
Okay.
But just so you know, and y'all know too, is Copart actually has an auction fee on top of it, and it's fairly substantial.
Yes,
so it's by another $1,500, maybe even a little more. Mm-hmm. So I'm awaiting, where this thing's gonna land, because we might actually have a donor for the Volvo.
Right on. So, and on that note, I think we should transition right into our first car of the night.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
All right, man. Here it is. Let me start the reel.
Let's get real.
Yeah, so the way that we run these, So the way we do this is we pull them from our Instagram that we posted, a week before or before that, and we react to them. And so here it is, man. This thing is a really, really sweet ride.
Yeah, so this is turning out to be a masterpiece. Started off as a Buick, She got widened.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
Like
this is
a lot.
This is good. This is up our alley for sure.
Oh man,
we know you guys like it.
So dude, this thing is chopped like hard.
Yeah.
So it's a 4-door, which is cool, right? Because people don't typically fix 4 doors up, you know. But look how good that thing looks. Those angles, right?
Well, as we know, and so those windows are symmetrical, right? Well,
what's that mean?
Well,
they're symmetrical left to right.
One would lay over the other one in size, but I'm thinking that's the way it is on our car. But our build, but I'm actually thinking the rear one's longer in this case, and I think ours isn't because we shortened the car, maybe.
Yeah, well,
No.
actually, the 49 Ford, the back windows are shorter than the front windows considerably. So
I made those windows.
I know, but you can't remember because it was a long time ago.
Okay, all right.
Check out the running boards, though,
Yeah,
dude. So he's making it out of some like square or rectangular or something like that tubing, and then it's wide. You know, that's the theme, right? With this whole thing.
And low.
And then look at that engine, though, dude.
Yeah, so that's
look at that setup, man. It's crazy. What do we know about that?
So all we know is compound turbo.
Okay, so 2 turbos, so it's a turbo diesel.
And I got 2 turntables in them.
Hey, dang, where'd that come from?
Where it's at.
Sheesh. You got surprises.
I do.
So I think it's a Cummins turbo diesel setup over here, and then it's got that really cool. So this is actually built by Village Customs. I think the dude's name is Josh over there. Brilliant guy, builds really cool stuff, and the exhaust setup right there with that twin. I've seen that before on a couple of, or at least on one other builds he has. I think he's got like this crazy Jeep rod, you know, that's super slammed and crazy, and it's got this similar kind of exhaust setup. But the guy's brilliant. I mean, he's been around for a long time. He's built some really, really wild rides, and this is by far one of, I mean, not the wildest, because I mean, like I said, pretty much every ride he does is really cool.
This is allegedly right now it's being held together by tax, and he's kind of not exactly sure where he's going to go with it.
Yeah,
according to what he said in his post.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we like where it's going.
Look at the rear diffuser, you know, setup. That whole kind of overhang on the bottom, you know, how it comes back, and then so those rear fenders are probably like, I gotta imagine they're at least a foot wider than stock, and maybe even like a foot and a half. Is what I'm thinking, like 18 inches
there's a lot of
plus on each side.
Yeah.
That'd make it 3 feet wider, dude.
Dude, and it's got such a Gotham City look.
It does. It's got like that center, you know, like jet turbine,
you know,
afterburner looking exhaust setup.
And as I work some of these social media pages, you wouldn't think men would be such Karens. But you get,
people are complaining about it.
You know,
those keyboard warriors.
I couldn't pick up my kids from school and get all the groceries with that thing.
What? You certainly could. What are you talking about? You could drive this to the grocery store and get groceries.
That's not very functional. It's like, bro. You know.
Yeah, you know, you're always gonna have that, right?
I know. You know what I
just imagine picking your kid up at school with this.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
That kid would.
That would be cool.
He would be the cool kid.
Yeah.
But if it was my kid, they already are.
Oh! You know what I like most about you?
What?
Is how humble you are.
The humbleness? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
God made me that way.
Yes, he did. And funny. So dude, let's rate this bad boy, huh? How about that?
Okay.
Or is it time to do it?
Time to do it.
Yeah, I think it's time to do it. So, you know, this is so much coolness.
So much art.
So much, dude. So much
work,
art. So much imagination. And like all in the right way.
And out of bounds.
Just out of bounds. It's true rat rodding, but it's beyond rat rodding. I mean, this is car design. I mean, this dude is redesigning this thing, obviously, right?
Yeah.
And I like that he can see this and he can, project and go out. I mean, just looking at all that work on the rear end on this thing, I just get giddy, because all that sheet metal work, starts like flat pieces of steel, cut it, shape it, weld it, and then all of a sudden you got these
start tacking,
three-dimensional
and untacking and moving.
It's three-dimensional, art piece, that's rolling art that you could take to the grocery store if you really wanted to.
Absolutely.
And to the school. So I'm going to say it's a on the rev limiter.
He's on the limiter.
That's what I'm going to rate it.
All right,
at.
so I'm also.
I didn't think you'd let me down, man.
No.
All right, well,
I would love to get on and work on that thing with him. Hey, have you seen Ryan?
You know what? I have seen Ryan. He's right there.
Oh,
Ryan,
nice of you to show up, bro.
What's going on, dude? What are you doing sitting at home? Oh, he's playing with his Boxo tool roll. Ryan. Yeah, that's a nice Boxo tool roll right there. And that is actually, man, we had that thing out a few times last weekend when we were on the trail.
Boxo UTV roll.
Mm-hmm.
The one and only.
Yeah, and that tool set is super awesome. It's specifically designed for UTV side-by-sides. Yes. To throw it in there, it's lightweight, relatively speaking, with a lot of stuff in it, right? Yeah. And it's got the right sizes to really, get you off the trail when something happens to you out there, So it helped us a lot over the weekend. This thing is, I think it retails for like $395, I want to say. That code on there, unfortunately, is not correct because that was a Black Friday code for 15% off. But our viewers can still do 10% off. 10%? Yeah, it's like $40 off, dude, on a $400 roll. That's pretty good, right?
It is. And it really, the tools are cool.
And you have a variation of that. They do have a couple of different styles, and I have one too. I have that for the Razor, and I have one for my truck, and it's just always in my truck. And it's like you pretty much are so reliant on that because you can use it for so many things,
Yes. Every ride we've ever been out on, that thing comes out. And it's usually maybe not for the person who owns the roll, but it comes out.
Right, exactly. So you guys can go to boxousa.com, put in Maniacs at checkout, and you will get the 10% off your total.
And they're still doing free shipping.
I don't know about that.
I'm sorry. I just messed that up, man.
No, that's a Black Friday thing. Comes around like once a year. So,
yeah, I'm familiar with Black Friday.
If you can wait till next year's Black Friday, maybe save another 5% and maybe get some free shipping. But for sure, right now, if you need these tools for this weekend, well, maybe not this weekend, but next weekend, let's say, because you do need to get it shipped over to you.
All right.
And I think they ship, I know they ship out of California, so that's where it's coming from.
Okay.
So boxousa.com or Boxo USA Direct, or is it Boxo Direct on Insta? Man, we're just not doing that one right now. It's Boxo USA Direct on Instagram.
Yes.
Is where you can go.
Thanks for dropping by, Ryan.
Take it from there. Yeah, Ryan, thanks a lot, dude, for doing the tool ad for us. And I'm ready to go with the next car. I'm already in it. I dropped it in. It's going. It's going. Look at this.
Dude.
Look at this. Is it too much, too fast?
That was pretty fast.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm just excited about this car.
All right.
So
why? Because it's like European.
No.
You love your
just so much. There's so much to this thing. So so the guy is out of. Man, I should know better.
You dude.
Where is he out of, dude?
I don't know.
He's like Sweden. I want to say Sweden. Sweden?
Huh.
Yeah. His name is Stig from Sweden.
No way.
Yeah, way.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So this dude is also another just brilliant, craftsman when it comes to recreating the automobile.
Yeah, it's
right?
Beautiful.
Because this is a Volvo for all of you all that are trying to figure this thing out. So this is the same Volvo body style that was in one of the original Saints. What's the TV show thing? Movie. Wow, you're not really helping me
No,
out.
well, you're not getting that. Really, I mean, you guys getting anything from that? I'm not. Saint.
Yeah.
Saint almost fire.
Yeah, right, that one. No.
Okay.
So I'm thinking it's like well, it's a P1800 is the model, Volvo, but this thing is looking very, very different, right? So custom made, fenders, rockers, that whole side skirt, right? There's custom made, but it's even more than that, dude. Like if you look on this next roundabout when it comes around, look at that body line coming down from the B pillar, kind of rolls down with the door, like not yet, but look over at the door. Right there. See that curved body line comes down? See how it's widened coming to the front?
Yes.
That's not stock, dude. That whole body line's been manipulated. In a good way. It's the right way. It's the right way. It was massaged to be that,
I'm just, that's cool.
Yeah, dude. But you know what? Here, let me show you more. You're gonna trip.
I created a shelf there. I mean,
yeah,
if you will.
Yeah, he emphasized that body line there, which is pretty crazy,
It is.
But dude, this car has a V8 in it now. But obviously didn't have that in it back then, It's a twin turbo V8, and I just noticed as I was prepping for this thing tonight, it's a 1UZ. Do you know what engine that is?
I don't.
Do you know what brand that is? You know what it's out of, maybe.
Well, is it a Toyota?
Yes, it is a Toyota, dude.
Well, just by the letters, I was thinking.
Yeah, dude. So it's a 1UZ V8. I think it's a naturally aspirated motor originally, and it was probably like in like maybe the first gen Tundra, something like that is what I'm thinking that they were in.
The 4.7 or the 5.7? Well, let's not get.
I don't want to get too far into not knowing what we're talking about. So
hey Ryan,
Ryan, where are you, dude? We need a lifeline. We need a lifeline.
Come up here.
I'm getting hot, dude. It's getting hot in here.
Woo!
But man, this guy is doing all this work, dude. The headers, all the piping for the turbos, and it's just look at that front split.
Oh, dude,
look at all the hole saws out, and then welded in just the detail is.
Dude, I butchered his name on responses on social.
Why?
I put 2 S's in there instead of 2 A's.
Yeah. That's your fault, dude. But I'm glad you own up to it.
Yeah.
So Stig, we apologize.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man. So his page actually is Spirit of Assen, AASEN,
not ASSEN.
Right. Which is what you would think that it is.
Which what I put.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know what? They probably will find it. They'll probably find it. So.
Yeah.
So that's where you find this guy, and he's got really good posts about this car. He's been working on it for a long time, and look at that cage work on the inside, dude.
Look at the front. It's so it's so nice.
Calm down, dude. Calm down. I know. It does give you that reaction, doesn't it?
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about. We're reacting. We're just reacting to these things. I mean, I've seen this. We've posted this, many times, but it's still just every time you see it. I mean, it's not going to be bare steel, I would imagine, when it's done, right? But all this, the work that they're doing to it, it's going to be an amazing car. And I don't know what it's going to do. I don't know what the purpose build is. Is it a show car only? Is it a race car? It's very like those. The front splitter supports are adjustable, dude. He bought some of it, but made some of it from scratch. It's just crazy. I mean that right there, I think is just for showing. I think he's still working on that intake, plenum, right? Because right now it doesn't do anything. But you can see, what it's gonna be like underneath there, Yeah, I know.
I can't take the kids to school in this thing.
This would be a little bit harder to go grocery shopping with. I mean, you do have a passenger seat. You could put a few bags of groceries in if you wanted to, right?
Yeah.
I think that's our goal, to just any of these cars, try to take it to grocery shopping, right? Like that's the benchmark.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Drift car. Yeah. Grocery shopping. Whatever, dude. It'll do it.
It'll do it. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, dude. Look at that. I mean, I think this week a really, really good selection of vehicles.
Yes. Very artistic vehicles. A lot of work. A lot of work.
Yeah. And you guys, we're not even close to this kind of caliber of builds, but we can build. I have had a lot of years of playing around with sheet metal and building car stuff, custom cars and things.
This one here is.
This one's like on notches that are so far up that I can't even reach and see and. But the point I'm trying to make is that you don't have to build this wild, but you can build something. But what it takes though is a commitment to get out and do it. And even if it's once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month, whatever, right? Especially if you don't have any deadlines to hit, these are maybe not this is achievable to kind of anyone, but building a custom car is achievable to pretty much most anyone that really wants to kind of do it.
Yeah.
And what they, I think, need to do is probably just lay off on the keyboard responding to comments. Just go out in the garage and actually do some work on some of the stuff and kind of learn.
Stop playing with kittens.
But yeah, I mean, it's a commitment, for sure.
And this guy's obviously committed.
Yeah. And he's got I've chatted with him before online, and he's got support with his wife and everything, and that's important because you are out there spending a lot of time and a lot of money on some of these builds, But at the end of the day, I think it's a much safer addiction and mistress to have. Much cheaper, I think, in the end, no matter how you slice it. Yeah, if you can channel your inner stuff into this and not other shenanigans out there, right?
For sure.
So do you want to go first on this one?
Huh? I'll do
we got a bonus car still. We got a bonus
vehicle.
A bonus vehicle after this one.
All right, I'll go first.
Just throwing in the bonus.
Here's where I'm at.
Yeah, and if you guys are wondering what the heck we're doing right there, that's our rating system. So we have a cranker that barely is cranking over. We have a cruiser that's like, mid-range somewhere on the tachometer. And then we have a whoop, up, 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 which is where I'm at on this one too, which is on the limiter, rev limiter, that is. Yeah, and that's our highest rating that we can give. And so these things deserve that and more.
Yes. This is a beaut.
All right, bro. Last rig.
That one's so dope.
Last rig. So this is a wild card a lot of times when we go into the last one.
Yeah. But we call it the bonus.
Yeah. So sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's not, sometimes it's somewhere in between, but
it's usually out there. This one usually as better seen. It's not as out there. All right.
There it is. What is this, Jim?
You know what? It is what it is.
You know what this looks like right there? It looks like a full life-size RC truck. Okay. Like Traxxas makes an RC truck brand. It kind of looks like that. It's like a four-wheel drive, Traxxas RC truck.
There you go. It's wide body.
It is wide body, dude, and it's steel. At least in this rendition here. I think I saw some other posts of this thing, and it might have a fiberglass thing that they're maybe doing something else. But that's a steel wide body right there on this standard cab short bed Chevy truck. Yeah. And man, so you know what? I gotta say, this guy is doing something different. It's something different, right? Because they're big wheels. They're off-road. They're knobby off-road tires, but they're low profile. Yeah. But they're like on 24s maybe, maybe 26.
They're big.
Yeah, diameter rims. So it's kind of like that donk look, big lifted truck. I don't even know if that's what that is, but the big lifted trucks with the big huge 26s, and then they got
big old dish.
They're running like 37-inch tires, but they're like this low profile because of the size of the rim, So that's the wheel combo, but it's a lowered truck with a custom wide body. So it's just this intermixation.
Yeah.
I just
made up that word.
But,
and if you're into the intermixation too, you can,
mix things up like that. You can do some cross-mergination.
Yeah, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan, we need you. We need you. So, dude, and so when we posted this, obviously the comments were, you can't even turn with that thing, I mean, I don't know. Looks like it can turn. Maybe it won't go lock to lock. Maybe it will go lock to lock. You just can't compress the shocks anymore. Maybe it doesn't have any more travel anyway. I don't know.
Maybe it'll hold a trunk full of groceries.
To lower a truck that low with that large of tires, there's a lot of work there to get it that low. Like you can't just lower it. Like you got to cut things away.
Yeah,
to get it to go down that low.
Yes.
Right?
Some sparks need to fly.
And it looks like it's not done, and I don't know what they're going to do for like front spoiler, front end, if anything, but it looks really complete as far as the design of it.
Yeah, this is one of the more functional bonus cars we've done, or more cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
like it's maybe in the right direction.
Yeah, like if they take that front fender and wrap it around the front with something
down into a front spoiler.
Yeah, I mean that.
Yeah,
that could work.
That could actually look really cool.
Yeah.
So, no, it's a lot of work building wide body stuff and making it actually look pretty good.
Yeah, he didn't go down
to proportional, man. It looks kind of cool.
Agreed. When you're doing that and you're fabbing it, you have to come up with your own proportional.
Yeah, when you're fabbing, you're fabulous.
I mean, or you're. Like
you gotta be able to see it. You gotta be able to see this, before you even start, right? Like you gotta see where you're kind of going with something like this, and I really appreciate that about custom builders,
Yeah, because you're the artsy fartsy kind of guy.
I am, I like to envision things and then try to build into that, from what I kind of see in the back of the head,
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. At the end of the day, I think I'm kind of digging this. I think it's
out of all the bonus cars, I actually would probably drive this one.
Yeah. This you could actually daily drive and probably go to the grocery store and pick up your kids at school.
Yes.
But not too many kids because it's a standard cab. So you only have one bench.
Yeah. Can you imagine it?
Maybe it's 2 buckets.
This was a standard cab.
A crew cab like this, Lambo? I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't look as cool. Maybe it's the fact that it's short and stubby like that. It just looks
fat.
Yeah,
fat is good.
It looks kind of cartoony, wouldn't you say? There used to be this line of these die-cast cars, and they were like Dub City or something like that. You remember that? You don't remember that? No. This is what they looked like. They were like blown out of proportion, kind of cartoony, really big wheels, and wide and low and stuff. And that's kind of the look of it. I like it. I don't think I'd want to try it. And I was in the trucks, and there was a whole mini trucking scene in California back in the 90s, and it was cool. I liked mini trucks. I had a couple, but I think this is a good rendition.
Yeah, it's going somewhere
of a custom truck.
We'll have to follow up on it.
Yeah, so this actually you can. I think the dude that's building this is Hectic Creations, and so that's spelled HEKTIC _ creations. And I don't know if that's the guy that owns it, and maybe the builder is RPB _ custom trucks. Either way, go to those pages, check them out. You can see a little bit more about this thing. Like I said, I think there's another, they're doing something. Maybe they're going to make a fiberglass kit or something, but I saw them doing some other work. That's, it looks like it's on the same truck and it's not steel, so I don't know. But that looks like a full-on steel, one-off kind of a kit. Pretty cool.
For sure.
So I'm ready to do some
rating?
Do some reacting to this one. Or just rating to the reaction. Yeah?
Yeah, go.
Okay. I'm going to go.
All right.
I'm going to go to, you're going to go together with me? You're going to do it together?
I'm afraid.
Yeah? Okay. I'm going to keep it as a cruiser.
Okay.
I think it's going in the right direction, but it's not fully what we're into, but obviously it's a very talented guy doing this stuff, So that's where I'm at.
Okay.
That's where I'm at with this one. Where are you at?
I'm cruising.
You're cruising too?
Yeah. I mean.
Okay. All right. Well, cool, man.
But it's going to be on the limiter when it's done.
Yeah, dude, because it'll be painted and it'll be all crazied out. It's gonna look wild, dude. It's wild.
Yeah,
it will stand out in a sea of trucks. Yeah, nice big cam in it. Maybe it'll run 390 FE. Well, hey, I think we're at the end of the show, man.
Better not do that in a Chevy.
I know.
That's cross homogenation.
I think, yeah, there you go. Some other big words. So I think we got to the end of the show, dude.
Yeah, dude.
So I think the only thing that we can throw out at you guys is that there's a couple big events coming up locally for us in the Tucson area, Tucson, Arizona. There is a big car show this weekend out in Sahuarita. And that's like a 300 plus cars, you know, more kind of hot roddy stuff. We're probably going to take the 49 out to that. And then following weekend, February 1, there is Modded Culture. You guys check those out on Instagram at Modded Culture. It's culture with a K. Really cool show circuit.
Yes.
And I think they're out of Phoenix, and they do a lot of stuff out kind of on the west, southwest area. And a really cool event. I went to it a couple of months ago in Phoenix, and they have actual drifting, like setup course and everything. They'll have a burnout pit. They have a Harley stunt show. They have a lot of cool stuff going on. It's pretty rowdy, and it's like a noon to 8, like a evening event, which makes it really cool because the sun's going down, and it's like really cool. You know, just the vibe is nice. So they're going to be out at the Tucson International Dragway, DIR, on February 1. So with that, peace out, everyone. Thanks for watching.
See you on the next one.